Hello everybody. Today the 15 cars are gonna compete in the top speed but the 10 cars are gonna make it the other 10 cars whether they're not gonna make it to the top 15 or make it into the top 15. But for today, 15 cars are gonna race down into this track. So here is this track. One car will race down the track. And into the top speed tester. So, my iPad with the slow-mo camera is going to reveal the speed to see how much they're going. So let's get started. The Hypertruck is ready to go, and then they're gonna get 2 runs each. And let's see run number 1. On your marks. Get set. Go. Hey, 438 on run number 1. Let's see if we can do better than that in run number 2. Here goes run number 2. On your marks. Get set. Go. A 438 is the most that the Hypertruck can do. So 438 is the record to beat. And number 1. Now on to the next. BJF58 is ready to go and 2 runs, and 438 is the record to beat. On your marks, get set, go. A 456 takes over number 1, but let's see if you can even top that in run number 2. Let's see, can you beat 456 Let's see, can you even beat 456? Let's find out on run number 2. On your marks, get set, go! A 456 and then a 455, but that 456 is enough to beat and take over number 1 from 438. Now on to the next. The 7 Chevy Tahoe is ready to go, ready to set up a top speed and take over number 1. Let's find out. On your marks, get set, go. This is run number 1. A 433 in run number 1. Let's see run number 2. On your marks, get set, go. A very smooth 433 and a 432, but the most he can do is a 433, so which puts him in last place, 3rd for now. Now on to the next. Next up is 24 Hour. It is ready to set a top speed to take over number 1 of 456. Let's see what number 1. On your marks, get set, go. A 451 in his first run. That was pretty close, but let's see if he can beat that in his second run of 456. On your marks, get set, go. A 451 and then a 449. Very smooth. But he was pretty close. But he was just pretty close to beat 451, which puts him in 2nd place. Now on to the next. Next up is the T9685 ready to go to set a top speed to take over number 1 of 456. Let's see, can he do that? Let's find out round number 1. On your marks, get set, go. A 466 takes over number 1 of 456, plus you can even top that in run number 2. Run number 2, on your marks, get set, go! a 466 and then a 465, but that 466 is enough to take over number 1 spot. Now on to the next. The green Super Bowl is ready to set a top speed, and it has to beat 466 to take over number 1. Let's find out. On your marks, get set, go. A 445 on his first run. Let's see run number 2. On your marks, get set, go. A 445 and then a 444, but the 445 is the most he can do, so which is enough for 4th place. Now on to the next. The gold retroactive is ready to set a top speed and take over number 1, but it has to get at least 467 to get at least 466 to get number 1. Let's find out. On your marks, get set, go. A 443 won't do, but let's see if it can do better than that in the second run. On your marks, get set, go. A 443 and then a slow 422. But the most he can do is a 443, so that's enough for 5th place. Now on to the next. Up next is XI622 TMGM. Let's see. It is ready to take number 1 over number 1, but it has to beat a 466 to do that. But let's find out. On your marks, get set, go. A 441 is first one. Let's see run number 2. On your marks, get set, go. A 459 in run number 2, but that still didn't beat number 1, but it's enough for number 2 for 2nd place. Now on to the next. The blue T-Gray is ready to set a top speed and take over number 1, but it has to beat a 466. Can he do it? Let's see about number 1. On your marks, get set, go. A 438 in run number 1. Let's see if we can do better than that in run number 2. On your marks, get set, go. A 438 and then a 437, which is enough for a tie for 7th place. Now on to the next.